again, we continue to go what we were going through and the teachings of the Buddha Shakyamuni, and particularly is highlighted by the Jigdral Rinpoche. We are following with all those teachings. And so again, in that frame, we are going again 3 nobles. In the beginning noble as foundations, middle noble as the principle, and the concluding or third noble is a concluding final. Those are 3 nobles. And so those 3 we're going again in order to follow and reflect the teaching as in the teaching said, and I mentioned it so many times, and we again all heard so many times, and reactivated our motivation, a beautiful motivation of the joy and appreciations, and the vastness motivation of the Bodhisattvas, purity motivation of the Vajrayana teachings, 5 perfect or 3 Vajras or 3 Kayas, according your understanding realization. Bring up those realizations, and with those beautiful intention and beautiful understanding realization, then we reflect the teachings. So now, first is, again, we are going through the first novels. First novel is the motivation, and which is, I highlighted joy and appreciation in the Bodhisattva, and then as well as Vajrayana motivation of joy in the appreciation, Bodhisattva, and the devotions. Those are I highlighted. But beside that, again, there's another thing very important, which is the 4 renunciation force. We went through those last time, or during this our retreat. I went through, now again you know this, 4 renunciation force. 4 renunciation force, again if I highlight that, precious human body, precious lives, impermanent, cause and effect is inevitable because it will bring the result or the fruit, inevitable. If cause and a condition there is inevitably a result will come. That's it. That is logic, that is where the system of this mundane world going. Everything is cause and effect. And cause and effect are totally connected, exactly as it is. The cause is something different, the effect or the result is something different, never happens. Cause and condition, whatever that is, it will bring exactly result. And cause and also that cause and condition will not going to transfer something different or something, change that. That is same. The external this phenomena existing, that is the way. Mentally whatever, it is also the same thing. So therefore, be smart and be thoughtful and become mindfulness of the cause and effect. And that is what it means, cause and effect. We should follow that. And then samsara has difficulty and troubles and challenges. Those are the 4 points. With those, reflecting those thoughts, with joy and appreciation and bodhicitta. So those. And now I'm going to go again with the bodhicitta. Bodhicitta, I can explain those divisions, different divisions, but summarizing bodhicitta into 2 when we come to the practices. 2. And which is wishing bodhicitta and actualizing bodhicitta. So that is 2 bodhicittas. First is wishing bodhicitta. And the wishing bodhicitta is how we activated that wishing bodhicitta. That is through the 4 boundless practices. We're going to activate it by the 4 boundless wishing bodhicitta. And that 4 boundless, of course, we went through yesterday, and we all know. It's not just I went yesterday and then you that time only knew. That's not I'm talking. We knew that. We received the teaching. We went through all those so many times, so many great masters. one after another. And that is teaching of the entire Buddha's Mahayana teaching. This is really what it is. And so therefore, again, we went, and again, I'm going to list those four boundlesses. Boundless love, boundless compassion, and boundless joy, or the rejoice, and boundless equanimities. Those are known as four boundless. Again, I mentioned yesterday, the why is called boundless. Boundless because the subject level is boundless, object level is boundless, benefit or result is boundless. Therefore, it is known as boundless. What that means, subject level, means that our mind has no boundaries, no borders. Our mind is boundless, is infinite. So this loving kindness is coming from our mind. These four boundless are coming from our mind. It's not coming from outside. We have to collect together and put that and then trying to send that out. No. It's all is from our mind. Now, according to Buddha teaching, mind is infinite. Mind has no deep. The mind has no kind of borders. It's deepest ever we can imagine. It is the vastness ever we can imagine. It's our mind. Your mind and my mind. That's our mind. Mind is more vast than the sky. Mind is more deeper than the deepest oceans. As I said, there's no deeper that you can measure. That is the mind. This mind is filled with the richness of those qualities, beautiful qualities. Those enlightenment energies are filled with that infinite, filled with that vastness. We are revealing that treasure. So therefore, the subject where is coming from the mind is boundless. For that reason, it's called boundless. Now, this time, by the teaching of the greatest teacher, by Buddha Shakyamuni, other great masters, we are opening that boundaries without any border to all objects. To the object, I'm talking about where we're going to project that boundless loving kindness. Normally what we do, that love is for our relatives, our close ones, our loved ones. That's what we call it, loved ones. Our loved ones, when we say that our loved ones, there is someone that we don't love. That indirectly applying that meaning to my loved ones. But this time, we're not going to make that border. We're not going to make that restriction by our ego clingings. We're going to break that boundary wall that we created from the beginningless time, kind of that iron wall between us and others. We're going to break that. We're going to eliminate that loving kindness powers as billion sunlight or billion sunlight of trillions of suns, radiating to that all the living beings, to all the living beings. Therefore, it is boundless and object of sentient beings. Again, number of the sentient beings is limitless, as I said yesterday. Again, I mean, it's not something I'm really sorry that I'm saying this. I said that because you don't know that. But we all know that. According to teaching, there is no numbers of sentient beings. But our loving kindness, or the boundless, is for boundless, going to all those living beings. Why? Because they're all struggling. They're all struggling with their emotions. As soon as there is emotions, there is karma. That caused, but the karma and the emotion caused with the result, consequence, challenge and struggle. For that reason, they all need help. They all need support, including myself and ourselves. They all need. So therefore, it's spreading out of our power of boundless to all the the beings. Therefore, object level is boundless. A result or the benefit of that, according to Buddha's teaching, it is boundless. It's not just the benefit of the one person, two individuals, three individuals, or 100, 400. We're talking numerous beings, reaching out to that to all the beings. Truly we are making the meaning of our lives. We are making the impressions. We had new dimension understanding by the kindness, compassion of the Buddha, raising up something great wisdom that never had before in our lifetimes. Really, completely thinking of all the beings, radiating that energy from the pure heart. There is nothing, any negativities. It's truly pure. It's pure from the beginning, pure in the middle, and pure all the way to all the living beings. How beautiful it is, how divine. Really, I'm not just a joke. Can't say that. That is divine. That is holy. That is the most holiest ones. That is truly powerful. And it's good heart. Powerful, good heart. Therefore, result, according to teaching, is there's no boundaries. What kind of a result? The merit in the teaching said, true merit, the accumulation merit, wisdom merits, all are completely coming. And when that happens, what it does for us, it purifies the obscurations, negativities, and karmas, negative emotions. Or in the teaching said, the knowledge obscurations and emotion obscuration. Two obscurations, we're knocking down. We are really trembling them. They never did that before in our lifetimes. Now we're shaking up their roots, their identities. At the same time, it's benefiting to the others. The ripple effect will stay until we reach enlightenment, or ripple effect of the benefit of that will stay, that merit, until we reach enlightenment, until all the living beings are getting enlightenment. It is effect, it is a ripple effect. It is like waves of the energies are started. It started from the boundless and projected the boundless. It is going to stay for a long time after they reach enlightenment. So therefore, this poor boundless is so powerful. Again in the teaching said, what? As I said the other day, the wishing Bodhisattva, when we put that in practices, that is the poor boundless. Poor boundless, really those only practices. That is known as practices of the wishing Bodhisattva, or in other words, if I use terminology, exercising of the wishing Bodhisattvas. Now, I talk really about, of course, you all know though that, but again, I reminded this because it's a part of the teachings, always in the teaching mentioned, why we do love to all the sentient beings, why we feel the compassion for all the sentient beings, why we feel the rejoice or joy when they have good experience of good things, why we should be equanimity to all the sentient beings. The first, we talk about the loving kindness, and then compassion. Because the reason why we do this, one of the principal reasons, according to Buddhism, that you know, that all living beings being our dear parents. All living beings. Every living beings being our dear parents or dear friends, once upon a time, one way or the other. Even many times, even one sentient beings can become our best parent, so many lifetimes, one after another, or best friends. So, if they are according in the Buddhism, they are all the parents, particularly they being our mothers. And mothers, according generally, averagely, parents are very kind to all of us. That is what in the Buddha's teaching, in Mahayana teaching, always taught. Parents are very kind, always, most of the time. Of course, parents are not perfect, nor we are perfect. We are all the sentient beings. But they are doing their best. They did their best to us throughout the time. For example, this lifetime, if we think about this lifetime of parents, we are here, simple to tell, we are here because of our parents. We are in this time in a Zoom mandalas, we're doing retreats. As a parent, without a parent, we're not going to do this. Whatever we're learning through, whatever you receive the teachings from great masters, that's not going to happen. As parents are not there. Therefore, we have to be thankful. We have to be gratitude of that. And then in Buddhism, again, I know, generally I know, in these modern times, parents are kind of a little bit issues. All these, many people kind of talk that parent issue of the parents. But if we really think of carefully, stay mind more kind of in the equanimity state, think carefully. We count the percentages. That's what we do, always. Percentage. 100% everything. Kind of the parents. I'm sure it is 80%. 70%. Maybe 20%. 30%. They didn't do well. But that true 70%, that is, in the normal people talk that 70% is landslide victories. It's true. That's what we talk. Everyone talks that. Landslides. So that is the biggest portion of the percentage. How much they have helped. Or other way could be 80% they did support. So 20% maybe mistakes. Some mistakes. But we think ourselves too. We are perfect? How much mistakes we did in our lives until now? Mostly we all grown-ups. We're educated, went to college, and the university degrees and all these things. And how much mistakes that we did ourselves. So parents also is sentient beings. They're struggling with the emotions. So therefore, kind of reflecting thoughtful more carefully, and then we have to be really more kind of grateful that. In a normal time, again I will say, when we go to the restaurants, when we buy the coffees or the teas, something, you pay the money, you get the money, but they give us coffee. And we say, thank you. And they give you maybe coffee when you're taking out coffee with the napkin papers. They will give you, or I want extra napkin paper. And they give again another. Oh, I'm very greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. Again, we say one extra thank yous. Giving coffee that you paid money. And just asking the extra napkins. We said extra, kind of like strongly, I greatly appreciated that. And the parents are not just that. Truly, they help us so much. In the Buddhism, at least the 4 principles that we can highlight what parents did to us. First, and those are, first is, they give us this body. It's the first kindness of the providing of this body. Second, in the teaching said, they give us life. L-I-F-E, I believe. They give us life. Second, first they give our body. Second, they give us life. Third, they provided all the necessities. Fourth, they show us the world. This word, W-O-R-L-D, word they showed us. The 4 great kindness they really did. And that's what we are here. First, they give us life. This fresh life is provided by our parents. Particularly, mother carried us in her womb for 9 months, or maybe even 10 months, or whatever, a long period. It's getting heavy and heavy and heavier. But never she's bored and tired and complaining. She's so always excited, happy, joy, and my baby is coming. Then she's just smiling, thinking of that. And all that is true. That she's doing everything. And all the necessary arrangement, going to the expert doctors and this and that, ask her how to do this and that. And as well, mother is doing, and father is too. She's kind of almost busy with talking. Oh, our baby is coming, all these things. So they completely nourished and prepared, arranged that, and then our karmic force, we came out. But when we came out, we are completely incapable. We can't do anything. And everything is completely dependent on our parents. We are in the teaching said, we are not dead because we are crying. We are not totally alive because we can't function anything. And that completely incapable person. And only indication of our pain and feeling is crying. That is our communication language. Moment we came out of the wombs, the parents and mother picked up immediately. And the wash, clean, so beautiful white, and then touching to her face, her belly, and the most softest part of the her bodies. And father too. Truly, really, so excited, so. But every parents, that time dropped, we want to lie. If they throw away that, we want to lie. True or not? So therefore, their kindness of giving us life, they give us lives. So therefore, provided body and provided that they give us this life, precious lives. Then they provided all necessities. And every day, even before we born, those capable parents are buying the toys, tools, and those baby, those carriages. One up and a blanket, and all those organized this and all these beautiful things. When we are a little bit grown up or something, then they buy all those the toys, action figures, one after another. And when we are 5 or 3 or 6 years ago, this rich country, then they had a completely kind of room for their toys. Toys, how much they really love, how much they did kindness. All that they spend everything anyways. And not just that, at all the same time now, they're showing the world to us, helping us. And do this, do that, don't do that, wear this, good at this. And even many times, they just kind of everything really provided. And even they taught us how to walk, how to speak, how to go poo-poos, all the pippies. Those are all provided because of their love, their kindness and compassion. For those reasons, called in the Buddha teaching, parent so kind. This is not just only one parent. Every parent, mostly do. Even the animal world, when we look to the birds, how much those birds are busy trying to feed, preparing for their nests and feed. When the baby born, prepare, feed. This is just one after another. And you look to everyone. You know, these modern days we can know so easily. So therefore, it's called all the parents are so kind. And now therefore, now I receive the teaching and I understand of the meaning of the value and the importance of the loving kindness, the compassion, and our parents, those kindness parents, struggle with the emotions, struggle with the karmas and their consequences. So therefore, we need compassion. We need compassion, we need loving kindness, we need Dudjom and joy, and we need equanimity. So that's what really in the teaching said. That's what, because all the parents are being so kind and so nice, now we have to return back their gratitude, kindness, repay back that. And therefore, then develop the bodhicitta and to help and support it to all that every way that we can do. That is the part of the bodhisattvas. And this, so therefore, so this bodhicitta is so important, and loving kindness and all that so important. And again, as I said, loving kindness, this loving kindness or the bodhicitta is simple way to explain. It is good heart. Have the good heart, good intention, and that is again kind of motivation is then loving kindness, the compassion, rejoice and the joy, and the equanimity. So that is the one that really the wishing bodhicitta is. Now I talk about some few stories of this power of the loving kindness. And then again, of all these stories, many of you know already this, but I'm going to talk few stories. Now of the respect and appreciation and good thought of the good thought and good heart to others has big powers in the teaching set. Because we love to each other, when you help and support to each other, and it has really big power, it will remove and purify the obscurations and obstacles. This is in the teaching said that once upon a time, is also I think in Tibet, is happening in Tibet. In Tibet, many times those big rivers don't have bridges. Ancient times, and what they use, they crossing by the horse or they by their own crossing by the feet, and then also there is one thought, the method, they're going through the boat, B-O-A-T, I think boat. So they're going boats. But in Tibet, there is a boat called the leather boat, and the L-E-A-T-H-E-L, leather, I believe, leather, and then boat is B-O-A-T, boat, leather boat. So leather boat is quite popular. It's yak skin, I think. Yak skin is the made of that. And it is also very durable, it's very light. Light, you can carry and you can save that. So this the boat, leather cord in Tibet, they say the cord, so leather boat. So now this sailor has 6 passengers. And so, and then including himself, 7. It makes 7. So now they're crossing the river, quite a big rivers. But this sailor didn't kind of thought that at the very beginning, but when they reached in the middle of that river, he's told to everyone. And there is, I think, 5 monks, or maybe it's 8 passengers, 6 monks, 1 messenger, and himself. So maybe the sailor himself, so 8 passengers. So now, when they got in the middle of the river, the sailor said, said to them, boat is too heavy. I think one of you have to jump out, those who know the swimming, have to jump out, and otherwise I will jump out, and one person you come up and hold this, what's called, row, to row the boat. And so now we need, the sailor said that to them, and it turned out no one knows how to swim. And no one also knows how to row the boat. So then he said, then we all will sink. If nobody jumped, we all will sink. That. So this messenger thought, if everyone sings, the all will die. So now, if I'm going to jump, and if I died, I will save these 7 people. I'm going to jump. He thought he's not really a practitioner. According to the story, he's not necessarily kind of practitioner, but he's good heart, a genuine appreciation and love to the others, caring thoughts. So suddenly, he jumped in the river. Even though he don't know the swimming, he jumped. Because of the power of, in the teaching, say the power of his good heart and good intention, even he don't know the swimming, he able to come out of the river to the other shores, and all others are saved. And there is rainbow light came. That's the really teaching said. The power of compassion, power of the caring thought for the others with the good hearts. And there is another stories that also in the teaching said. Ancient time, 2 mother and the daughters are crossing the rivers. There's no bridge, there's no boat. Both are crossing. Hold hands together, holding hands together, they cross the rivers. And the water currents is really strong, getting strong. The mother thought, this looks like this water is going to carry us, but I wish my daughter can go through this and to other shore. Even I carry with the river, I don't care, but I want my daughter to be alive. She was really thinking that so much by mothers. And the daughter thought the same things. I wish my mother can go through this river. Even I carry it. I don't care if I carry this river, but I want mother herself to go other shore. Really thinking of that, because that's strong, genuine affection and loving kindness toward to each other. They both are died. In the teaching said, the moment they died, they took the birth in the Dushita heavens. Dushita heavens. So therefore, the power of the loving kindness to each other, and that brought them to the higher realm immediately. The result of higher realm rebirths. So this is what the really known as Bodhicitta, good heart, power of the good hearts. Now I'm going to talk that when we put these 4 boundless practices into more kind of powerful practices, what in the teaching said, trying to develop the 4 intentions, 4 thoughts, or 4 prayers, maybe another 4 prayers. First is developing genuine this compassion or loving kindness for all the living beings. And think, may all, such as in this 4 way. First pray, may all living beings have happiness and cause of happiness. Really, genuinely thinking from the heart and praying, saying that word and praying that may all living beings have happiness and the cause of happiness. And what is the cause of happiness? I said that yesterday too. Cause of happiness. The other day we mentioned 10 virtues. 10 virtues. 10 virtues. It starts from the, generated from what that 10 virtues come from the loving kindness, compassion, and the wisdom. Because of from that heart and reflecting the virtues. 10 virtues. 3 by the body, 4 by the speech, and 3 by the mind. 10 virtues. 10 virtues is a cause. That good intention of loving kindness, compassion, wisdom, and 10 virtues action, that is cause of the happiness. So that one is a cause, other is a result, and reaching that sincerity that may all living beings have happiness and cause of happiness. That is first intention. Second intentions, may all living beings immediately, right now, they have the happiness and cause of happiness. Kind of reactivating that first prayer, reactivating that intention, kind of more intensify. May all living beings have the happiness, the cause of happiness, right now, right this moment. Sincerely wishing and praying that. That is called second intentions, when we activated this wishing body. Third intention is, may I have the capabilities to create the cause of happiness and happiness for all living beings. May I have that. That is known as intention with commitments. Beautiful intention with commitment and aspirations. That is what is. And the fourth one, may all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas enlighten me, help me, bless me that I have that capabilities. In their presence, you are, or we are saying that. So those are known as four intentions that activated more wishing bodhicitta. I use now example of the loving kindness, but that you can do same thing with the compassion. May all living beings have happiness, free from the sufferings and cause of sufferings. Cause of sufferings, I said already yesterday or the other days, but it is that anger, attachment, jealous, arrogance. Those are the front runner of the cause of suffering. Behind is ego clinging, ignorance. They are standing behind and actively sending those negative emotions. Then it created the what? Action. Negative karma. Negative karmas are known as 10 noble virtues. And we went those last time, and again you know that. That is negative karma. That is cause of sufferings. These two are negative karma and negative emotions are cause of suffering truth. That cause bring the result as suffering truth. So again, do the same prayer of that intention, for prayers with that. Again, it's calm in a relaxed manner, peaceful manner, calm, peaceful, openness, relaxing, very gentle manner, pray that. And the same thing with the joy or rejoice. And then same thing with the equanimities. Those are known as the putting the poor boundless more in the active status, which is a practice of the wishing bodhicitta. Then when we have the good foundation, good of this poor boundless practice settling in our heart, then again how we activate the wishing bodhicitta. As I said the other day, is that we all are equal. That attitude that is called Tongli practice. First, we are all equal. Second, we are Tongli practices. Third, others are more dear than me or myself. Those are known as, again, once we have the good, strong foundations of the poor boundless, that's how the great practitioners does. But also, if you like to do, before that, during the poor boundless practice is excellent. It's not something that you can do that. Those are good practices. We all equal. Equal means similar. As equanimities, we all equal. Many ways, we all equal. What the great Master Padma Samye Ling said, equal means practices. For example, now we're in the cold weather in the snowstorms. And there is not much to really in it here, but one individual has a nice blanket, a big nice blanket. Not just only wear that individual is, but equally kind of wear that blanket to everyone under that blanket. That is equal. You're equally thinking everyone, and you are also included. Ourselves also included. That is example. That in one times also when we are good to have good friend, what they said, or we will be good friend, whether we are happy or whether we have troubles, we will be good friends. We're not going to change our friendships. We get. And what in the teaching said, that in the teaching said what in what great master Padma Samye Ling said, if we are the what's called his name? Camp robbers, the bird, camp robbers, magpie. Magpie. If we are magpie, we will be equally magpie with the stripe of white. You understand? All magpies, they has I think white stripe, right? White, and black and white. So if we are magpie, we are all together with magpie. We are the same equal. We are crow. We will all be same with black crows. This is an example of the equal. So we are all equal. And then the equal kind of like similar things I said yesterday, and I mean you can read in the book, in the teaching, and other great masters, because we are all equal. I mean every level is really equal. There's nothing really different at all. So therefore kind of bring that realization and wish good things to everyone as I want. That is my talk for today. Again, thank you very much everyone and participating. Thank you everyone. Thank you. And then of course I continue to talk tomorrow. I will talk this little bit maybe these Tongni practices, and then others are more important than ourselves. And then after that, or tomorrow, or after that, then I will talk a little bit about how to keep up the actualizing bodhicitta. How we keep up actualizing bodhicitta, and those are our talk. And so again, thank you so much everyone and for participating. And again, how we do that again, let a short meditation, and then we do the tentative puja of the Orgyen Menla.